Hi, I'm Tom Sutherland, State Conservation Officer in Grand Rapids. I'm here to chat with you guys in the public in Grand Rapids in the area here, guys and gals, about the chronic wasting disease new zone that we have in the Grand Rapids area. And it's really important that we look to help control the disease because it can spread through the population fairly quick. The DNR has put an area, a special area together, disease management zone labeled 679, which used to be the old zone 179. And I'm just going to read through some points here just so I don't forget any things and so you guys have questions and hopefully they can become answered. Like I said, CWD was detected in March this last spring in the city of Grand Rapids, and then the DNR decided to go in and call a bunch of as many animals as they could in the area, and they found one more adult male that had tested positive for CWD. So that started a process where the DNR has zone 679 as a disease management area. And with that becomes some new regulations that go into place this fall and are specifically in place for firearms deer season, which begins this Saturday, the 5th. The Saturday and Sunday, you are required to test any of those deer that you harvest. The CWD zone, the 679, is a fairly large area with Grand Rapids centered about in the middle of it. So this zone goes from Talmoon down across to Nashwauk, Swan River, Hill City, up and around towards Deer River. So it's a very large area, so make sure you know where you're hunting before you go out and plan on getting that deer tested if you harvest it on Saturday and Sunday. And we emphasize, even if you harvest it later in the season, to get those tested so we can see if it has spread outside of Grand Rapids. Hopefully not, and that's what we want to know so we can quick jump on it as a department. There's going to be sampling stations set up around the area 679, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of this weekend. They're going to be in Deer River at the DNR Forestry Station. And this is, once again, it's going to be from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. There'll be someone there to pull the lymph nodes from your deer. Then you can go get them processed. So in Deer River at the DNR Forestry Station, Grand Rapids at the regional headquarters here in town, in Hill City at Sonny's Gas Station, Nashwauk at the Sinclair Station, Swan River at the Lucky 7 One Stop, and Talmoon at the Little Turtle Lake store. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., there'll be someone there to do it. Now, if it's outside those times, there will be self-sampling at most of those sites where you can grab a tag your animal, and drop the head with the lymph, that has the lymph nodes contained into it. There also are a limited number of free mail-in kits available that it'll show you online how to take those lymph nodes out if that's better for you. And I stress this, before the animal can be taken out of area 679, you have to either have a negative test or it has to be deboned, quartered, and the spinal column and the skull and brain and all that material has to be gone. So just placed in the county landfill, garbage, that sort of thing. So have that set up. If you're out of the area, got family coming up, make sure you can either butcher it before then, because it looks like it's going to be warm again, a little bit cooler this weekend, but you're not going to want them hang until you get a negative or positive test. It might take a few days to get back. So have that worked out with maybe a local processor that you can bring the deer to and have that done to. But make sure before you do all of that and even get it tested that you get your deer registered, either online, by phone, or in person, the old school way at the local gas station. Also with this new zone, there's a deer feeding ban that's been going on since the fall, since the archery season. You can't feed even if it was, early in the season, you put your camera up, you want to see what's coming in. There's no feeding, none of that. We don't want any deer congregated in one area. And that's for Itasca, Beltrami, and Couchiching counties. Now, in other counties around us, Cass and Aiken, you can't even use scents or salts or minerals, anything like that in those counties. So just be aware those areas that you're hunting. Also, I just want to put this up on the website. There's going to be a lot more information. The mndnr.gov/hunting/deer. That'll help you guide you through some other questions that you may have. One of the biggest things people ask, how many deer can we harvest in this area? Well, in 679 this year, you can harvest 2 deer, up to 2 deer. You can buy a disease management tag, which is only $2.50. So that replaces the old bonus tag. You can use a bonus tag if you want, but it costs more money. So if you buy a disease management tag and your main tag, that allows you to take a buck and a doe or 2 does in the area for that. And also in the city of Grand Rapids, then you're able to take more deer with the disease management tags allowed for in the city limits. So just be aware of where you're at and those areas and whatnot. Also, when you're sampling, one thing they're going to want to know for obvious reasons is the township range and section. So just have that ready. If there's lines in that you know, that information is readily available, and you can say, well, this is where the deer was from, this is the area, so they can narrow it down in case there is a positive deer. Other than that, like I say, you can always check the DNR's website for any questions that you have. It's going to be up-to-date stuff and those sort of things. Or if you want to talk to someone locally, once again, that number 218-328-8860 is going to help you out, maybe more specific to some of your specific questions. So, and I thank you. I thank ICTV for allowing me to chat with you guys here and have a happy, safe, productive firearms season.